I think it's very obvious what's gonna happen in today's episode. Last episode baited us. I thought that old Neil was gonna die based on the trailers, but no, it was Havre. And salute to him. One of the last people in old Neil's generation that's died. Now he's an old, lonely, sad, depressed man. He does have friends, new friends like Klein and Dunn and the rest of the Nighthawks. But he's so depressed right now. And I fear that like if we're not taking care of him, something bad's really gonna happen to him. And even in the extra side content, old Neil's mysticism class. Bro, they were playing the Moonlight Sonata in the background with him voice acting in such a sad way. And he even gave a death flag at the end there saying, "I'll see you next time in class." This episode supposedly is one of the highest rated episode. I think right behind episode 13 in terms of overall survey rating based on how China felt about this. And it's supposed to be like the best episode right behind episode 13. Let's see if this episode can surpass Mr. Azek's episode. Let's get it. 非凡世界. That's right, bro. We are beyond the year.
这22条序列数字非凡能力越强，比肩神明的力量。此进化路径成。
By the way, here's a Discord link if you guys have not joined. Here it is. Come join, play nice, or I will ban you, okay? Be nice, all right? Here we go. Let's go. Acting plus potion? Digestion? That's the key? You're gonna just leave a note and leak the details? Do you think Havre's death was also a coincidence or nah? Because I think it's pretty obvious that like when Havre was interacting with Megos, I think that's when like the true Kratos vessel did something to him. But I don't know. Ominous flames. Get the blicky! Something's coming! It's Melissa! It's Melissa or Benson! Yo! Who? Yeah! Dali, right? Dude, where has she been? She's like one of the coolest and strongest members of Nighthawks and she just went MIA. Like I think she's in Backland or something, right? This is Pingen and she's like too talented. She's just doing more important shit. She's just been AFK for so long. Creepy smile. What's she want? That's pretty efficient. Oh. She a tease, man. Dali is very sexy, very powerful. She's also calling in from Backland right now. Now, it's not the same thing as pulling people into the gray fog and having a meeting with them, but this type of communication powers, even though they're so far away, that's really useful. Would Melissa be happy? That like, oh, thank God. My loser virgin brother finally has a potential to get married and have kids. Oh, praise the lady. Would she think that? And would Benson think, damn, he's getting married before me. I gotta put in the work, you know? That kind of stuff? Sealed with spirituality. Soundproof. Worried. Did he go crazy? She knows! He's not very good at acting for someone that knows the acting method, huh? I don't know. That explains a lot of why she is known as the greatest spirit medium around here. Her literal sequence is spirit medium of the Course Collector pathway too. She advanced really fast, right? She's known to be really talented right now, right? Where did she learn from though? Like, she has the secrets. Who told her that?
已经总结出扮演法了吧？
扮演法
要对我
It'll be our naughty secrets.
这么短时间内完全消化掉魔药，如果不是，就是邪恶。
Evil heretic? What? Huh? I don't know what it means to be an evil heretic. But is that basically saying you are going fucking crazy? Like basically advancing at the cost of your sanity to go insane? Or are they saying evil heretics naturally are able to like advance faster for whatever reason?
等待你的将是仲裁庭的审判。
It's like fast gains if you pray to an evil
很高
god?
兴我们在这件事上能迅速谈成。
Okay.
你成为非凡者才2个月
Yeah,，Klein making big moves. She's so honest with their feelings.
高层是知道扮演法的吧？
Yeah, they do. They gotta know.
这启示录
Careful.
中，黑夜女神组织历史底层的
Man, the fourth epic is already so confusing enough. The third, second, and first, like no one even really knows what the hell is going on back then, huh? But it's actually crazy how the Evernight Goddess spans so far back. She truly is one of the OGs if you compare the other 7 Orthodox churches.
组织历史可追溯到第3纪，几千年的时间，敌意隐瞒，一定有让人
They
信
don't
服的缘
want
由吧。
people to just be getting stronger, you know, for no reason.
才敢说出这个名字。高层会让悟出了扮演法的人第一时间告诉我
Okay.
们的机会。
You have to promise.
所以，克莱，
But we're breaking that promise
我想
now.
请你将扮演法前。
盛唐，
Uh-oh.
基于你是短短2个月时间，盛唐对你绝对格外。
Did she mean to say that? She's very honest with her words. And there's a lot of charm to it. I feel like if you're a masochist, you would enjoy Dali a lot in the way that she shits on you. But it's still sexy, you know? It's like a sexy roast.
你是短短2个月时间就悟出来的奇葩，不，天才。
Okay.
盛唐
High regard. Red glove guy! The red glove guy! The front of trailer!
放心，戴丽女士，我现在就去告诉队长和其他所有人。
Are you sure this is a good idea, though? Dali, why don't you do it yourself? You can clearly talk to people like this too, even if you're in Backland. She's using Klein as a pawn. Like, hey, you take all the risk. Why can't she? Because she fucking swore an oath? How? Maybe that oath is like punishment. But she just told Klein that. Only people who know, you can know. But like, if you don't know like done, it is a punishment. Okay, that's more reasonable.
放心，戴丽女士，我现在就去告诉队长和其他所有。
That's kind of a crazy gamble than she did just now by confronting Klein about that secret. A lot of good evidence to suggest that he does have the digesting, right? If he was able to do the shit in 2 months and she, talented as she is, did it in 2 years, I think there is good precedence to ask, but still very dangerous. What kind of punishment would it be? Is that a crazy spoiler if I ask that? Like, would you just die? Like in ReZero, right? You make a pact, like, you get some crazy, like, you can pay with your life, you know? So, like, okay. All right. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen too, you know? They don't fuck around with that. Episode 9, Party. We are a pitiful bunch, bro. Pitiful wretches, right? Guardians, but fighting madness. Digest. Leonard!
知道的很多呀。
Leonard knows! Leonard knows! What is this shadow though? Is Leonard isn't that important? Main character? My stupid 0.1% tinfoil theory is Leonard is the reincarnated Zeratul. No, that makes no sense. I think that Mr. Z could be. No, I think that's Cap too. I don't. Mr. Z from like the. No. I don't think so at all. I don't think so. Like what? Leonard is the reincarnated Roselle. I don't know. like what if he? How does he have this knowledge? What's in his shadow? Clearly, he's really special.
你想说的是消化吧，同学？你知道的很多呀。
怎么了？出什么事儿了？尼尔先生，难以置信啊！
Sequence 8.
不可能啊！这
Nani?
2个月呀！
尼尔先生，
He's a genius, man. He's leaking all the secrets.
就像戴丽女士是真正的通灵。
Roseanne gets no
总
secrets.
结出了一套占卜家守则，类似
The red gloves, man.
我伤害。
Exactly. If old Neil kept following that maxim, right, then he could have digested his potion faster. Does that mean him asking the Evernight Goddess for his debt to be cleared was actually not what a mystery pirate should be doing, in accordance do as you wish but do no harm? Therefore, he actually didn't digest. You know what I mean? Because, like, you set your principles, you set your rules. Neil, I don't know if he digested the potion or if he didn't do it in a fast way, so that all the reimbursements and this shit, you know, it's just like, I don't know. It's funny to think about that, though.
类似窥秘人格眼，
为所欲为，
这是核心。魔药的名称是我们真正要成为的对象，更包含了我们。
眼里找到了灵感。
What a revelation.
如果
Then maybe he'd be a Melee scholar. Throwing hands. What's with the coughing, man? If only he met 20 years earlier. How did Celeste die? We don't know about that. Maybe he's talking about Celeste in the past and how she was also a Beyonder maybe and she went crazy. I don't know, right? Could you imagine that he's talking about if only I had these acting principles down so that I could suggest to my wife before she went crazy and died? I don't know. Thank you, Blackie, for the tier 1 though. Appreciate it.
到了灵感了，如果就好了。
Why are you coughing, Neil?
尼尔先生，
Holy Cathedral people are here. The red glove guy. God. The aura. The presence. What is this reaction from Dylan? It's him. Green eyes. Ooh. Damn. What the fuck? This looks like they're about to put us like to death or something. It's like an interrogation.
斯坦塞西瓦阁下，
The goddess's sword, Crescent Sesamir. That's a crazy title. Goddess's sword? Insane.
女神之剑，赫雷斯坦塞西
The
瓦阁下。
Evernight Goddess's sword? Sequence 5. Holy shit. Nighthawk, high-ranking deacon, sleepless pathway, spirit warlock. I can't even imagine. What does it even mean to be a spirit warlock? How do you act to be a spirit warlock? I don't know, bro.
赫雷
Sequence 5.
高级知识，同时也
It's 5, right? This is not sub errors, right? It's still one of the highest, you know, sequences that we've seen so far. I think that Mr. Azek might be higher. No spoilers, but like, I want to believe Mr. Azek is like at least 4, maybe 3, beyond, you know? Come on, give me that.
赫雷斯坦塞西瓦阁下，
Hype.
同时也是红手套三巨头之一。红手
Ooh, one of the 3 authoritative red gloves. So it within the red, okay, it's kind of like Nighthawks, right? How they're a faction. Red gloves is like an elite squad within the Evernight, you know, Goddess Church.
红手套三巨头之一。
红手套，
3 people.
传说中的精英型。
女神之剑的成
Is there a sword in there?
实力堪比序列斯半神，我从未听说。
Strength is equal to a sequence 4 demigod because of the goddess's sword. Like, this is a sealed relic? Maybe I shouldn't ask that. But like, this is not like a random weapon. Is it? I don't know. Cause like, is this a sealed artifact relic shit, or is it like crafted and then imbued with holy magic anyways? With this sword, bro is sequence 4 on that demigod level.
得到了圣物女神之剑的承认，实力堪比序列斯半神。
Cool.
我
It's because it's a special
如
case.
果只是考察，也不会用上神虚实。
They are being so careful with this because again, it's crazy that the Evernight Goddess even like allows sequence 9 seer a part of, you know, a formula here because it's so dangerous and they like destroy the Antigonus family back in the day. I know that the seer still has great utility, but I just think, is the risk worth it to even provide it? And now someone is daring to reach the clown. They're sending like this red glove guy for interrogation.
如果只是考察， 也不会用上神虚石。戴笠的势力得到他用的。是的。
Like a truth test.
我们是要共同面对。
Look at him test him.
我想不到任何理由隐瞒。
Good answer. Maybe.
没有。
你有没有受到恶魔的诱惑？你有没有隐瞒？
Yes. I have secrets. That was intense. He just immediately went there to start a. Where did you get this? Who did you tell? Did you hear anything? I don't know, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. I wish the interrogation lasted a bit longer. This is kind of similar to like Dali when she was like shocking us when she was like looking into our like brain to see if he's like sus or not. But when we hear, aren't we tempted by an evil god? I don't know if it's an evil god though, right? Because we do hear murmurings. Ornasis Phlegrea. You know, we hear all these like crazy shit happening, but like, I don't know if it's an evil god. So like, I don't know. If I don't know if it's an evil god, then I can answer honestly, and it's not a lie, right?
是否听到过邪神的低语？
没有。
你有没有受到恶魔的诱惑？
We do have secrets though. Everyone has secrets though. Jesus Christ. Did we pass or what, Cressette? Good?
没事吧，克莱恩？
不用担心，各位，你们的队友对魔药的掌握
Hey, nice. Okay, okay.
现在就能获得晋升，成为序列8。
Oh, it's a great thing that he's trying to help his friends.
这只能证明他虽然成为职业者，不人都强。
Yeah.
那这是只自我了断，
Taking his own
2个
life.
月就申请晋升。
He would have gotten mad and tried to like end himself. Okay, this is for our own safety. Thank you. I feel like I'm getting gaslit.
自我了断，2个月
Fastest ever.
加了那么一点强度。
Okay.
可真是谢谢您。
Like climb already is the fastest to ever digest a potion. Recorded history. Maybe just the Evernight Goddess. And I feel like some pathways are easier to digest potions because maybe the acting method for some pathways is a lot more straightforward and easier. I don't know, but all right, record breaker, 2 months.
加了那么一点强度。
款待了阁下。
Reverend, show me your sword. Whoa, what was that? Yeah.
让我们回到正题。
Yeah. What's that sword? Woo.
来吧，所有人订立你们的誓约。
Scary. I swear to you on my spirituality, my real name.
我的灵性向您发誓，我绝不会信
The pact.
半言法。
This is the pact.
任由您惩罚。
Any punishment you deem fit. So like we don't really know exactly what would have happened to Dali, but like any punishment Chris said or some higher ranking member would do. This is a really cool scene because everyone here, you know, the I guess 8 most important, you know, Nighthawk members. It's really cool to see everybody here lined up like that.
从现在开始，绝对不会信有半言法。
I think that Royale, I think she has a really cute design. I'm kind of sad that like Royale doesn't get much like lines at all. Sika, we got a little bit of her being like a romantic like poet, you know. She was like, hey, the Lowen like, you know, Tengen like web novel community needs you stuff. But oh, we can't see it, my bad. Here we go. Royale right over here. Royale here, I think, has a really cute design. Fry never really talks. Kenley barely know anything other than the fact that he like got, you know, engaged, but this is a really cool scene. Anyways, also the reason that I'm doing, you know, these different resolutions is because if I don't do it, the episode itself, like you guys have told me multiple times, right, that like you prefer this resolution more, right, than this resolution. So it's a compromise that I'm using because, listen, not everything's perfect. I'm just trying to make the best with it. Okay, what if I do this? I touch the thing, but I like cross my fingers behind. Would that like get me out of the pact? Like I promise I won't. You know?
从现在开始，绝对不会泄露罢言法。如有违背，
Also, yeah, this is Klein, you know? What about the mysterious fool, right? That doesn't belong to this era. What about the king of black and yellow who wields good luck? That's not Klein. I have other personas. So, like, I can, you know, escape this pact because Klein's not the one saying it. The fool's saying it. You know, Zhou Mingri saying it exactly, right? His Chinese, you know, name. The king of black and yellow saying it anyways. The mysterious ruler saying it.
绝对不会泄露罢言法。如有违背，暂停时。
Praise the lady. Cool scene.
好了，
Was there anything there I should have looked at the night sky?
请您见证。暂
Nah, it's just the space looks really cool. The soundtrack here is really nice too.
暂停时。好了，
He's got very fierce eyebrows.
该配
It's clown time.
泉水80号绳，曼陀罗之夜5滴，
Don't fuck
飞
it
天太
up.
阳毒碱是3滴，
Poison.
完整人脸玫瑰。
Human face arose. Ew, it does look like a human face. Speaking of beyond their ingredients, I keep remembering that scene when Klein saw dead Bieber, Antigone's descendant, brain matter stock, as well as the dead clown blood. Remember that? I thought that was like essential ingredients for something, but anyways.
整人脸玫瑰。
Hornassus! Hornassus mountain quote! Hornassus mentioned. Ooh. Drink it.
你真是
Cut content, right? Counterclockwise divination means good, right? Like counterclockwise, okay? It's like yes, it's like good news. Clockwise, bad, right? Counterclockwise is good. Counter is bad? No, counter means good. Doesn't it? The fuck? Didn't they say counterclockwise is like yes or no? It's proving, you know, yes for most things, and it's also like a good sign. What do he say?
你真是，专业的占卜家。
Anyways. Hornassus flagrea, Hornassus flagrea. What the hell are these little things? What are these droplets of red? They look like cells. Murmurings. Evil gods tempting us? We good?
正式祝贺你，克莱恩·莫雷蒂。
And this time, no set of eyes looking behind. In the episode where he drank the seer potion, remember how there was like a pair of eyes that showed up behind old Neil? And Klein was like, the hell was that? And old Neil's like, don't worry about it, bro. Supernatural stuff. And we don't really see anything here. This time we just see cells. And Cressette being a little concerned of like, what the fuck is going on over here? But we're successfully a clown. Okay.
正式祝贺你啊，小丑。
Yay! Sequence 8, baby! Let's get it!
接下来我说的，也许是同一途径高序列强者故意传。
Murmurs or cries sent to you by a high sequence beyond the same path. What? Hornassus flagrea, Hornassus flagrea. So a person on the seer pathway who is higher sequence that may exist in the secret order is giving us information about how to ascend. That kind of makes sense because if you think about how the Antigonus family was destroyed and the secret order exists to basically just kind of carry that torch and every night goddess think it's scary, the common knowledge of how to advance is going to be basically just gone. I don't know, but like specifically to Crine, there could be other people helping us. That's kind of cool.
强者故意传达的
充满恶意的内容。
Malice. It might. I don't know. Like, is the seer pathway evil? Maybe. What? It's Zeratul himself. But isn't he dead? I don't care. Fuck it. The dead or important seers of the past who may have reached the full level is telling Klein to do this shit because... Well, that's the biggest mystery of them all, right? Because like everything that we've seen so far seems to suggest that they want Klein to advance through the seer pathway. But for what reason? I don't know that just yet. It could be just as simple as they want more people in the same pathway. They want to reignite and resurrect, you know, the great seer pathway from the clutches of the Evernight goddess. And if that actually ever ends up happening, it's kind of ironic how it started within the Evernight goddess church within Nighthawks. The group, the church that destroyed the family to put an end to the seer pathway shit with the fool, is also the one that like started Climb already.
如果这条途径还属于某个邪恶存在，那就更
I don't see any feather today.
不叫途径的高序列强者。
A lot of important information there. He can fight now?
轻盈了，
Yeah?
结合力量都增强了不少。
Nice. But that means Klein now has to actually go and do his job instead of being on the sidelines and supporting. He has to actually get into... Dunn will be like, all right, Klein, go to the front lines. You're our main melee combatant.
强了不少。
Oh no! Catcher Klein! Ooh. Okay, that speed's kind of stupid. What the hell? That is super speed! And did you also see how he carried Roseanne there? He touched the lady with this cane. You know, it's not very gentlemanlike to grab a lady by her meaty, plumpy stomach with their hands. Use the cane. Wow, how respectful, how demure. The speed is crazy there. Yeah, he did.
感觉怎么样？
Neil. Uh-oh, spirit vision.
左手。
Not spirit vision. He's reading ahead. Future sight. Literally future sight.
左手。有提前预判。
What? Precognition?
我要非凡能力比我想象的更强。
Okay, okay. He really is acting like a clown right now, isn't he? Now, technically, this guy was sequence 7 of the seer pathway. He gave us the information about Klein, sequence 8. So, you know, maybe this is sequence 7 stuff. This could also be fully digested clown powers. Maybe Klein can do this later on. Because like with every sequence, you know, that we become higher on, it's basically like a new level and you have to, you know, digest it to fully unlock its powers. What kind of acting will we do? Will we join a circus? We're gonna make some balloon animals?
看来空气弹之类的技能。
Air bullets, bro. You never know, right?
这又是什么我看不见的新技
Yeah, not yet, Neil. Just wait. That speed though is crazy.
居然用纸都能有这样的威力。
Lethal paper.
带一副塔罗牌在身上，多
He should... Okay, I read that wrong. I read... I should create a deck of tarot cards, and I thought that was a crazy line considering Emperor Roselle literally created tarot cards too in the past, and how that associates with the pathways anyways. Cards itself are dangerous, man.
周飞刀，力不虚
Name technique!
克兰两应该也行吧。
Maybe.
今生啊，
If they're alive, I think everyone is gonna die. I think Leonard might have some plot armor, but I think that like the Tengen Doomsday stuff, I'd have a bad feeling about it.
升到序列8，我努力个1年半载的，应该也行吧。
Oh, Neil, stop. Neil, stop! Dude, his aura's not looking good. Evil God! No, I saw that, bro. There is an evil spirit, something looming over him. he's losing control, man. He's losing control. Please, somebody, please.
我最早也试图从窥秘人格言里找灵感，路上啊。
Bro scams so much money laundering, tax evasion, illegal reimbursements. The Evernight Goddess said, "Fuck you, Neil. I'll give you the money, but you ain't digesting this shit."
但一直没能走到正确的路上啊。
尼尔先生，
哎呀，
今天，小克莱恩为我们带来了他的晋升啊！
Party.
是该一起喝一杯。
Let's go.
让我
Wait. Neil's hosting the party? No, we're going to a restaurant near his house. Let's go. His treat. Your treat, my ass. This is gonna be a business dinner, and that business dinner can also be reimbursed because it's in the premise of work.
不如请客。
It's the Evernight Goddess's treat. Look at them, they're shocked. He would pay?
河谷的费尔莫咖啡，油炸。
They are so shocked at the thought that old Neil would pay for dinner because he's such a cheap guy.
蜂蜜烤肉，帕斯河谷的费尔莫咖啡，油炸塔索干。
That might be the biggest death flag of them all, that Neil will pay.
甜冰茶，德林面包房新出的饮品。
Alright. Bro don't even know what a sweet iced tea
就
is.
该喝酒。好了，说定了。
还是
I have a bad feeling about this though.
下班后，所有人集合，聚餐。
Alright.
今晚值守查尼斯门的好像是
Fuck the Chinese gate. Put Leonard up there. That's kind of messed up. Sika doesn't get to join in on the fucking dinner. Whatever. But like, I think that we may not even get dinner, you know? Like, you can clearly see that this is all setting up for old Neil's death, and now he wants one final hurrah before it. Like, I don't know, man. Lore time? Oh, it's the Moses Ascetic Order. This is the group that I call the anti-gooners. And for the Chinese people that doesn't know what gooners means, gooning basically means like, you know, you're pleasuring yourself. And the Moses Ascetic Order, they're all about like, not basically, not indulging in hedonistic desires and pleasures, right? Publicly acknowledged as the earliest secret org, established in the 4th epoch, they admired and worshipped a non-personified deity, the hidden sage. That's right, numerology, right? They're all about numbers. And the hidden sage was the embodiment of the spirit numerology. Knowledge was the utmost importance, and the hidden sage was knowledge itself. Its members use asceticism to counter losing control. That's interesting. That's their own way of like acting. Basically like, follow a path of like, you know, away from like earthly desires, and that's how you like control yourself. They're basically doing forever no nut November in order to not go control. But I think I would go fucking, I would go insane if I did that. They swore strict secrecy and abided to their morals and commandments. Early ascetics were well admired by others and maintained good relationship with official organizations. After the hidden sage became a personified evil existence, what happened there? Hold up though. Everything was fine. Everything was fine, and then they went evil. What? Why? I don't know. The Moses Ascetic Order fell from grace and became an evil org. They possessed the mystery prior pathway and have concluded upon the maxim, do as you wish, but do no harm, hidden orgs. And because, you know, the mystery prior pathway is now part of, you know, like an evil, like, entity, I guess that's why the Evernight Goddess also limits the seer pathway and the mystery prior pathway at just sequence 9. But all right, I would like to know more of why the hidden sage became evil. Yeah, maybe he said, fuck it. The hidden sage got too tired of like not, you know, coming forever, and he basically decided to jack off. And then that basically went against their own creed and like moral ethics and values and the principles. And because he was like the person that like was the, you know, the most important of this group, the entire group became corrupted and everyone started fucking jacking off. I don't know, man. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Always cleaning up the house? The piano, man. He's so good at it.
Yo,
He loves that song, man.
还不知道他能弹一手好。哟，
有些孤独。
There is a lonely quality to the sound, man.
我觉得以后我们可以多
Damn, they can hear this shit in the carrots outside like this? Imagine old Neil's neighbors. They probably hear old Neil playing this song and they're like, God damn it, the old man's depressed again. Please, somebody go check up on him.
这轻声，
队长，
Rare
我觉得
Fryline.
以后
Rare Fryline. I thought Dunn was saying that. Fry may only have like 10 separate lines throughout the entire season, bro. There's a slight lonely quality to the sound. He just gets it. Fry must be a person who has, you know, has so much tragedies too. Like only somebody that has experienced solitude and tragedy like that could acknowledge that there is lonely quality to the sound himself. I want to know more about Fry. He's such a silent, secretive guy.
声听起来有些孤独。
队长，我觉得以后我们可以
We need a companion with Neil, bro. Someone needs to check up on him every day. Damn, the dramatic wind. Doors open.
开着。
Doors open. No, no. Dinner, bro? What's going on, man?
尼尔先生啊，
Why is he being so secretive? What's going on, bro?
那个
Listen, this is what it means in Chinese, right? Basically, it's been a while since I've heard such a pronounced that it caught me off guard. Oh, old Neil dropping the N-word before his death, huh? God damn it, old Neil. Don't worry about him, guys. It's just a racist grandpa, you know. He's losing. He's truly just fucking losing it, man. Old Neil, no. Yeah.
我
What?
还没准备好，
What are you doing
不
inside?
用盛装打扮，尼尔先生。
也不行。
Why? You said today. Bro really doesn't want to pay for the bills. He said, fuck it. I ain't paying for that fucking restaurant, bro. You go on yourselves.
尼尔先生，
Yeah, I think they're aware. I think they're realizing something is out of control here.
去吧，要快。
Roseanne, you don't want to know what's gonna happen. What the hell is this? What the hell? Is this normal? Why is there like weird sticky like blood group like liquid here? Huh?
这惊喜，
啊不，
Okay, that was kind of scary though. I don't know, something about him peeking in like that was kind of scary. Oh.
老尼尔，怎么了？想给我们一个惊喜
What are？you hiding in there, bro?
啊不，我其实啊有点不舒服。
Dunn might have to use nightmare powers.
不舒服？是病了吗？你没事，我们立刻就回去。
Very smart for Dunn to use his words like that. What's going on inside? What's he doing?
老尼尔，我的话，你还不信吗？
Okay, to be fair, right? I think Dunn is trying to deceive old Neil using nightmare powers, using this, you know, guise of we're just checking up on you to go in when Dunn and Leonard, they're combat ready, man. It's just old Neil's pre-cum. We just talked about the Moses ascetic order and how the hidden sage went mad because he gooned after abstaining for so long.
我的话，你还不信吗？
Old Neil sees through your lies. Okay. All right, all right.
老尼尔，
Where are they going? Fry, Kenley, and Leonard are going somewhere else. We can still make it. They're gonna like get backup, something to like help him control his powers?
希望还来得及。老尼尔，
like a secret relic to like maybe help this stuff. I don't know. They got like a suitcase here, so I hope that like this will prevent this from happening. The red moon's gonna come up, man. Red moon incoming. What the hell is happening on the ground? What the fuck? Old Neil's lost it, bro. Has he been doing like ritualistic magic on the piano? A bit of a mess? This is not a bit of a mess, bro. This is the creepy shit that we saw when like Beyonders Go Crazy back in like the earlier episodes between episode 1 to 3. What is he doing? I'm scared.
老尼尔，你先出来。
Yeah, we peaked and it's bad, bro. Damn, bro. That entire sequence. Even if the voice acting is muffled behind the doors, the buildup of the soundtrack, the menacing sound effects, and it's like voice acting, it is delivering. I can just sense the desperation in his voice. Is he really turned into a insane monster? The worst thing is like, we always knew it was gonna happen, you know? We always knew that he was gonna die based on all the different death flags that's happening. But to see Klein bring the gun out, Klein probably someone that is like the closest with Neil. All those mysticism classes, Neil took us under his wing. We went to the black market and got to see beyond their ingredients together. He taught us so much and now he has to like put him down. It's so fucked up. This creepy monster though. Wonder what this was. Like this pair of eyes, I don't know if it really means anything. But again, we've always seen like creepy eyes behind old Neil too. And there's some other point where, and now we see like mouth, some weird like lips whenever like, you know, Klein was fighting the clown, but I don't know, man. So like, is this telling us that from the beginning, old Neil was haunted by evil spirits? Like if these two things are actually connected, old Neil was destined to go crazy no matter what? I don't know. Or does this have something less to do with old Neil and more to do with Klein? Get the gun out, man. He admits it. He at least admits it, bro. At most I'm expecting. I know you have, old Neil. I know you have, and you're based for that. Damn it, Neil. Oh God, what happened, man? I think it's too late. Oh.
老尼尔，你误会，我们认识15年了吧？
15
我
years.
知道你没有答，我很担心你，
Gun's lying.
必须要亲眼看了。
And yeah, he probably should lie. He's doing his job. He's trying to convince him, get his guard down. This is cold, bro. But that's the job of a captain, right? If he doesn't do this, more people could die. Imagine a situation where Dunn lets his emotions get in the way. Monster goes out, starts killing people, kills all the Nighthawk members. Think about that, right? So it's really sad. Obviously, Dunn probably feels really sad inside too, but damn, he is so professional right now.
只是生病了，我很担心，看了才能安心。
这不是来抓，
我向女神发誓，
Swear to the lady! Wow. What the hell's in? What's going on?
看，我真的
He looks normal in the face, but what about the body?
一直在尝试什么？
What are you doing?
一直告诉你们也没什么。
What's he doing?
我在复活，
His wife.
我已经找到。
That was so creepy how the piano started to play as soon as he hit his wife like that. Damn. And this kind of like trope where trying to like resurrect loved one, mom, dad, brother, siblings, wife. It's a common theme that happens a lot, but I don't think there's ever been like one good like situation where it actually ever happened, right? Usually they try to do this and it's, you know, it just becomes worse. You end up summoning like a monster or something even worse gets happening. You can't just bring lives back like this.
告诉你们，
Okay, Dragon Ball is different though. That's like a bullshit ritual. There's like some shows, right, where there's no consequences, but I'm talking about like ritualistic magic and doing some sort of like, you know, summoning using blood and shit like that. Like I've never seen that kind of ceremonies ever go well.
杀利斯特，
Here we go.
我在的路上。
Casey's ready too.
20年前我没能拯救他。
20 years ago mentioned.
我有点，真是
What happened to her?
和戴笠的实力里得到启发。会，不，我不能再放下了。他们。
It's a bit like confusing still on how she died. Sad with all the rose petals withering away as, you know, he's literally losing his hair too. And she just looks all beaten up. I don't think was she simply just losing control as a Beyonder? Because again, if that is, then the whole 20 years ago stuff with like learning the acting, you know, method, like that would help her digest the potion. And if he had that knowledge back in the day, and he's even talking about Dali's example, right? That he could have understood and inference that like, oh, acting method is the key to this shit, then he could have saved her. That's the knowledge he wished that she had from 20 years ago. Maybe it's about that.
真是遗憾了，我这里的实力里得
The
到
piano is so beautiful in the background right now.
不，
He's doing out of love, man. Nightmare. And the tragic thing is like most people go crazy because they get greedy. And Neil is being greedy, but like in terms of like their powers, you know? They want to advance and they lose control and they crash out. Old Neil trying to do this out of love to bring his dead wife back, all those regrets, and it is greedy, but damn, like he really have to go like this?
不，我不能再放下了。
Also, everyone making fun of old Neil's appearance. He pulled this girl looking like this. I guarantee your lonely loser ass will never get a girlfriend that looks close to Celeste.
最好的机会。不，我不能再放下了。
Nightmare.
你打算怎么复活莎莉斯特？
Oh god. Oh! He's lost, bro. He's lost it, man.
我将为他准备一具不会衰老的身体，与肉重新合一。
The performance is amazing, though.
是的，
Damn, the voice acting there. The madness contained. That was amazing. Even the facial expressions.
生命炼成的身体，再从灵界
Oh my
召唤来
God
他的灵魂，让灵与肉重发。是的，非常棒，老娘。当然。
Here we go.
不断在我的耳边描述着。
The eyes. Whispering. What Chrisette said today. Do you hear whispering murmurs? Do you feel tempted by the devil?
不断在我的耳边描述着，讲述着一些人。
The eyes were like the spirit of the hidden sage. It was constantly just like teasing and trying to like corrupt, because if you're so like, that's so messed up though. Like if you didn't have the knowledge that like these pathways are not evil, then you get fucked. So Even Klein, the seer pathway, if it truly is like evil, whatever god that they serve, then all the murmuring shit too, right? Who's gonna end Neil, man? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, more eyes. The evil eyes. Maybe that sealed artifact can do something. We'll see. The really sad thing about this, especially from Roseanne's tears here, is today was supposed to be a happy day, man. Today was supposed to be a day of celebration. And have one last good party. And we get this instead. Oh, God. Oh. Leonard, get in there. Save the day, bro. Leonard, if you save the day with this secret failed artifact, I will worship you. If he somehow brings Neil back, I will say he truly is the GOAT of this show. He's not a fraud. Shadows, come on, do something with your shadows. Leonard, use your main character powers now. Strings? Wires? Peaceful hair strands. Is it peaceful though? Any living creature that touches peaceful hair strands without protection will lose all desires and emotion until the end of their lifetime. Interesting. That's also very like... You know how Moses' aesthetic order, we just talked about how they live a very anti-hedonistic pleasure life. This kind of like is also within that same theme of like all desires gone. Oh. But is he safe though? Or does it just, you know, calm him down? Because he's still this monster blob.
我已经变成了怪物，离开吧，我不会伤害到任何人，真的。安安静静的尝试我的仪式。腾儿，你还记得我帮助过你挽回家人的生命吗？我每天都教导你。
Oh! And even our weekly mysticism classes too, man. I was doing pretty well not trying to cry this entire time, but like when he starts mentioning every character about like, remember those good days, like, remember those mysticism classes too, man?
腾儿，你还记得我曾经救过你吗？洛阳生命吗？克莱恩，你还记得
I remember.
我会进入深山。
Leonard got nothing! This fucking fraud got nothing, bro! Oh, fucking Leonard, you fraud! You couldn't save Neil! Fuck you!
我每天都教导你，我会进入深山，求你们了。
Look at him trembling! Even the captain's hand is trembling. Even though he's being so hard up and professional and cold, you know inside, a part of him wants to let him go.
当然，我今晚就离开，不会有任何麻烦，放过我。
He's doing it. Roseanne, don't see! You don't want to see this! And I don't blame Dunn for this at all. Look how pained Dunn looks too, man. This probably kills him inside to do this. You could see his hand shaking the entire time leading up to it. What a fucked up situation. Fuck the Hidden Sage. The Hidden Sage did this. Like, I swear to God, bro. If we can ever get revenge, like, the Hidden Sage can just... No, don't give me a montage. That's so sad. We're guardians, but we're miserable wretches.
生命炼成需100毫升，清水晶50克，黄金瓣，赤铁矿30
These
克。
are real ingredients though, huh? These are real ingredients. And I guess with like ritualistic magic and stuff. Fresh blood from living people, huh? That's crazy.
燃素5克，赤铁矿30克，以及
Like, are those stuff
我自己的
from the black market too?
伤害。
Like during the black market shit, I don't know if the ingredients were ever mentioned, but like, how long has he been doing this? Maybe since like the beginning of when he drank the clown potion, right? Maybe since always. Sorry, not the clown potion. I'm talking about the eyes that existed behind Neil. Because if you weren't messing with the devil, then I don't think that would have shown up. So since the beginning, he's always been thinking about it. But at the very least, he thought about using his own blood because do no harm, you know? Do as you wish, but do no harm to others.
大量活人鲜血，可以考虑为所欲为，但不伤害。
I think there's some sort of respect there that he chose to harm himself rather than others, no matter what till the end. Dude, his glasses. We gotta keep that. Dude. To see Neil, sorry, Dunn, quiver his lips like that and you can't even see his eyes, this hits even harder, man. Because the captain is trying so hard not to show anything, right? To do the job that's necessary. For him to show again like the trembling hands or like the shaking lips, man. This is so fucked. You know what else is really fucked? A part of me hopes that he'll forget this. Just like how he forgets a lot of different things. Not in order to forget about Neil and stuff like that, because I think that memories are important, but like the pain, you know? His memory issues right now could actually help, you know, forget about all this painful shit, but that's so fucked up. And you know what? In honor of old Neil's spirit, I will continue to write off everything that I do as part of tax deductions at the end of each year. That's right. I'm gonna scam my country, my government, my tax revenue agency. I'm gonna write off everything. Every single expense in the name of old Neil. And with the power of a strong accountant, I will inherit his will. A letter? Note? What's that? It's from Beyond the Stuff? Beyond the Stuff. Oh, the shit, the fake one! That's the fake Roselle text, bro! It's the fake. Oh, kept that. He kept that, bro. He bought it for Klein. That's even more sad. There's something like poetic here about the writing saying idiot apparently, and that he bought it to give it to Neil. But then there's like a layer of like, it's fake, man, you idiot. But there's also of, you idiot, how could you do this and go insane? You know what I mean? There's layers to this. Raphael Cemetery.
疲惫的魂体。
Dude. She didn't even know it was happening because she was too busy guarding Chinese Gate. Maybe that was better for her to not see it happening, man. A part of me hopes that Leonard ruins the mood and says, so, dinner's on me. Will we still getting restaurant? Could you imagine if someone says this? We still gonna eat? We got a party to do, right? Tell the Evernight Goddess, bro, tabs on her.
龙的满月升起，映着大地。
安眠于女神的国度。
Does it though? An exhausted spirit body stops wandering and rests peacefully in the nation of the goddess. Does it though? Cause like, the Evernight nation of the Hornassus Mountain Peak, the remains are nowhere to be found. What's going on? I don't know.
停止漂泊，安眠于女神的国度。
Becomes the stars in eternity. Damn. Recycling, man.
是唱歌的结局。我
Old
们的挚
Neil.
友，并肩作战的同伴。
Comrade Neil.
愿你回归最初的纯净。
Fake Roselle text.
唯一的归宿。
This is beautiful. No, these are not the feathers. No. No, different feathers. No. These are feathers of imagery to show like angelic, tranquil, ethereal moments as we rest Neil to peace. No. Unless it was all planned. Neil was holding Klein back. In order for Klein to ascend the path of the seer and become the fool, as the feather wills it, Neil shall die. Nah. That's right, he can rest in peace with Celeste now.
我们是守护
Say the line. Beautiful summarization. If I cannot save her, then I shall accompany her. And this final line, you know, we are guardians, but also a bunch of miserable wretches constantly battling dangers and madness. This perfectly summarizes what Neil went through and what Beyonders go through, man. It's beautiful, it's sad, it's tragic, but at least he can rest in peace now with his wife.
恶恋中。
Amazing episode. Oh. Okay, did previous episodes also end like that? Wait, whoa. Did other episodes? It's, okay, it's always okay. The feather is always part of the. Okay. Post credit scene. That's the episode, man. This was an amazing episode. This was absolutely an amazing episode. The emotional levels. Again, of all the characters, I think that Old Neil is one of the people that I got attached to the most. He was such a relatable old man. The cheap mannerisms that he has. He's a cute old man, you know? And I saw myself in him, that I could see him, I could be him in the future too. And the weekly mysticism classes, and how he took Klein under, you know, his wing, and he was our mentor for all of that. And for him to go out of control, it's so fucking sad. And the reason for him going out of control wasn't out of greed for power. It was greed for love. He simply wanted his wife back, and he blames himself 20 years ago what happened. And it's kind of obscure in exactly what happened to her, but with this knowledge of acting, perhaps he could have saved her from going mad is the interpretation that I have right now. So that's why he told Klein, if I only met you 20 years ago earlier. And he also blames, if only I knew exactly what Dali was doing back then too, maybe something would have changed, man. It's so really sad. It's so tragic, but it's tragically beautiful in the way that it was handled. He was very creepy. All of these crazy Beyonder madness stuff, the hairs, the flesh, the wall of blood. Oh, just gross, man. And the Eldritch Nightmare cosmic horror stuff, yeah, I kind of saw it here. But what I also saw was a man that was desperate when he had his... He was basically begging them, please, I won't do any harm. Please, I've never harmed anybody. Even like the blood ritual sacrifice, I think he drew his own blood, right? And when he was begging them to let me go, and he told people, hey Dunn, remember when I saved you? Hey Casey, remember what we did back then? Hey Klein, remember our lessons? Fuck you, Leonard, though. That broke me, man. Fuck, that part was the most emotional and tragic. I got teary-eyed. I had to stop for a second. And I think, and everyone saw this thing coming too, right? Everybody saw that this was gonna happen. They clearly set him. I thought he was gonna die last episode, but that was all set up to show his current mindset, that he is teetering with madness. At the end of the day, it's because fucking Hidden Sage. The Hidden Sage's eyes were there. Old Neil, from the moment when Klein drank the seer potion, I guess he was there. But another question that must be asked is, how did Klein see the Hidden Sage, right? Like, okay, we see the Hidden Sage behind Old Neil as it's hinting that it is possessing him because he's delving in madness and shit that he should not be doing. But Klein saw that. And I'm not sure if regular people are able to see that. Is it just simply spirit vision? It's just be kind of crazy that like if that was something else more. But goddamn, man, on the day that we're supposed to have the party, this shit happens. Pour one out for Neil, man. Rest in peace. And the more tragic thing, I think, is this is just the beginning of the end, right? Because the Tengen Doomsday, I think, is gonna be more death happening. I think a lot of characters are gonna die in the upcoming episodes. Dunn, Leonard, Casey, basically all the Nighthawks. What about Melissa and Benson? Like, straight up, the entirety of Tengen could just get fucking wiped. So just like, think about that for a second and realize, get your tissues ready, man. It's just the fucking beginning. Other than that, there was some really cool stuff happening with Crisette. He is probably the highest confirmed ranking sequence member that we've personally met so far, right? We don't know about Mr. Razig. Crisette was really cool. The 3 red gloves, higher echelon of the Evernight Goddess. He has the Goddess's Sword. Such a cool title too. And with that power, he is on the level of a demigod sequence 4. So beyond cool. And it's also really cool how they're very cautious of Klein. No one else would have ever sent, you know, a member of the Red Gloves for a Sequence 8 promotion. But because it's Klein, because it was done in 2 months, they have their eyes on him. And I think we should be very cautious in the way we move, because who knows if there are spies, if there are people like cautiously watching us and we don't even realize, you know what I mean? That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlist for even more content. And until next time, take care.